The owner of a restaurant inside the store, who didn't want to show his face on camera, says a man on a motorcycle pulled up next to a car and shot at the man inside.
Well, I was in the back and heard a gunshot and come out and everybody was running toward me.
He says the man who was shot at ran inside to hide and the shooter followed him in.
He was standing right here, right about right here where you were, holding a gun, a guy with a motorcycle helmet on, looking for the guy that came running in right before him.
When he couldn't find the man he shot at, these witnesses say the shooter got back on his bike and took off.
That was Birmingham affiliate WIAT. No one was wounded in the convenience store, not even Jay Maynor's alleged prey, his stepdaughter's boyfriend. But police say Maynor eventually shot Raymond Brooks dead at Brooks's home. Maynor's charged with murder, but many of you are empathizing with him on Twitter and Facebook. Even though Brooks's dad said Raymond changed his ways after his child molestation conviction 12 years ago. Here's what you say. Take a look on Twitter, and here's what Craig's Last is saying. Why can't we just put these preverts on a cannibal island and pour ketchup on them? Joey?
Because it would be inhumane. Not what they do is humane, but the reality is that we have a justice system, and I think people feel very strongly.
How about death penalty for child rape?
I think you would get Eighth Amendment claims, which is whether or not that would be consistent with cruel and unusual punishment.
All right, Karen, W1968. Castration won't work because the abuse is not just physical. It's a matter of power and control over a victim. My answer is no. And Cindy Struggler, no, they can't. Rape of a child should get them the death penalty. And that's what a lot of people are saying, talking about death. Amanda, how about the ultimate penalty for child rape?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, think about it. A rape of a child, a rape of your daughter is timeless. There is no bounds as to how long, how far, how deep it's going to go in your emotional state. So I think there should be severe consequences. And while I agree the Eighth Amendment will be an issue if you want to pursue a death penalty argument, but we have to be a little bit more severe in the punishments.
Yeah, and you talk about rape. I remember when the laws changed in the federal system, my father was the first federal judge to sentence a convicted rapist to life without the possibility of parole. So they've gotten that close. The death penalty, I think, though, is another whole leap that we may never get to when it comes to child rape. All right, we asked your thoughts about rehabilitating sex offenders by an overwhelming margin. 97% to 3%. You said you think it's an impossible transformation. Once a sex offender, always a sex offender. And what I say is they really don't get better. They get worse. To me, that's the scary part.